Dear learners, today we will consider the second part of the satellite link design course. In the first part, we have completed the basic transmission theory calculation using the Friis formula and system noise temperature, and also the noise figure calculation for a cascaded arrangement. Now in this part, we will calculate the C/N ratio, that means carrier signal to noise ratio for a satellite link. Why we will calculate the C/N ratio? Why it is so important for a satellite link design? Obviously, C/N, that means carrier signal to noise, should have a minimum value for a specific time so that we can make the transmission possible through uplink and downlink. And from economical perspective, at minimum cost, we have to carry the maximum traffic. So based on these two fundamental features, we have to consider what are the steps for a satellite link design. The major step which consists of satellite link design, I have taken the steps from the textbook of Maini and Agarwal of Wiley publication. Look out what are the steps mentioned. First, we have to choose the frequency band for uplink and downlink, keeping the constraint that uplink frequency should be greater than the downlink frequency in order to avoid the interference and several other factors. Next, we have to determine the communication parameters. Then we will calculate the bit error rate and signal to noise ratio for baseband. That means the original signal. Then we will determine the parameters for both the earth station at transmitting end as well as the receiving end. Then we'll start with the uplink design. That means calculation of C/N for uplink. And then uplink budget calculation. From that, calculating transponder noise budget. And once we know the transponder noise budget, we can calculate the power of the transponder. From that, we can calculate C/N of the downlink. I will show the equations how the C/N of uplink and downlink can be calculated. And we will establish the noise budget for the receiver. And then we will add all the loss parameters. What are the loss parameters? We have already shown in the case of Friis transmission. After getting the ideal expression, I have added the loss parameters. Similarly, here we have to add. And last, we have to calculate the link margin and the link budget. So these are complete 9 steps for calculation of the satellite link design. Let's start with C/N ratio. We'll start with the carrier signal to noise ratio calculation from our known expression of thermal noise power. We know that thermal noise power is proportional to temperature and bandwidth. Now, if you have a receiver with gain G, then noise power will be multiplied by the gain of the receiver, and similarly the carrier power also. Carrier power will be PR into G. So what will be the ratio of C/N? Obviously the G will be cancelled, but it will be PR by KTB. Now you know the expression of the PR from the Friis transmission equation. If you substitute, you will get a function multiplied by GR by T. Now why I am associating all the other parameters excluding GR by T within the third bracket? Because for a given satellite link, the lambda, that means the wavelength, is constant, as well as the distance between the two earth stations are constant. So if R and lambda are constant and other factors are obviously constant, so these factors inside the third bracket is constant. So C/N is multiplied by GR by T. If GR is replaced by G, that means the gain of the receiver, then C/N is proportional to G by T. This G by T is called figure of merit, or the quality factor of the receiver. So carrier signal to noise ratio is most important because it determines the quality of the receiver. If you replace n by n0, that means the noise power spectral density, then C by n0 you will get as a function of EIRP we have discussed earlier, function of R1 lambda, function of G by T, and a constant factor. Now come to the uplink. Uplink is not a linear process, it's a non-linear process, and because of the non-linearity, some signal should be back off. So back off will add the noise. So C by N in dB should be the previous equation minus the backup function for uplink. Similarly, downlink is also not a constant process. It is also a non-linear process. So there will be backup function for the downlink also. So C by N of dB for downlink will be the previous equation minus backup of downlink. Now, how these two backups are related? These two backups are related with a difference of 5 dB. Uplink backup is higher than downlink backup by 5 dB. Standard experimental data. So, we have now calculated C by N ratio for uplink and downlink I have mentioned in the link design procedure. Now, how would I get the complete link design? That means, which function is most important, uplink or downlink? Let's see. If I have to go for a complete link design, then the C by N0 is a product of the 3 gain functions, 1 carrier function divided by L. What are these gains? Satellite transponder gain, satellite transmitting antenna gain, satellite receiving antenna gain. These 3 gains are required as already mentioned in the link design procedure, multiplied by signal power at the transponder point, which is CU, divided by the distance. So the noise power, this is also given by the equation. Look, NOD, what is NOD? Noise power density at input of earth station receiver plus NOU, that is the spectral density at earth station transmitter, multiplied by 3 gain functions by L. That means CU is replaced by NOU added with the term NOD. That means the downlink factor is added with the noise. So substituting, we have get the complete link design. So C by N is substituted and we will get the last expression. Look, CU by N0D plus N0U plus N0DL by 3 gain functions, multiplication of the 3 gain functions. So if you have a transponder having bandwidth B and radiating constant power PT, this is the equation of the GS. That means the gain of the transponder, this is PT by CU plus N0UB. And for downlink, the signal power CD is given by this equation. So if you substitute both the equations, then you will get a bigger equation of C by N0T. T means it is a total. Now look, it is the product of the uplink and downlink C by N divided by their sum plus B. Now B is generally negligible. So neglect the bandwidth function, you will get the C by N value. So C by N inverse, this is basically the parallel resistance formula. Total is 1 by total is 1 by uplink plus 1 by downlink. Look at the expression. Now uplink C by N is much higher than downlink. So which one will ultimately dominate? In the total, the downlink will dominate because it is 1 by R format. So total carrier to noise ratio is fundamentally dependent on the carrier to noise ratio of the downlink, not of the uplink. So downlink design and downlink C by N ratio calculation has much more importance than the uplink design. So that is the complete link design I have mentioned at the 9th step. of the link design procedure. This is the complete link design involving both uplink and downlink functions. Now, if we add the loss factor I have mentioned, so if I consider the interference effect, then interference will give you C by I functions. What is I? I is the noise power involved with the interfering signal. Then C by N0 inverse net for uplink is the C by N0 for uplink 1 by obviously plus 1 by function of C by I, where I is the interfering function. Similarly, we will get the same expression for downlink because these uplink and downlink have similar sort of profile. So once we will get that, so what will be total C by N? 1 by C by N involving the interference net, that will be 1 by C by N for uplink plus 1 by C by N of downlink. So I have substituted the data. And once we have substituted, we will get the net value will be C by N0 inverse plus C by I inverse. So that means, again a parallel resistance formula, the 1 by C by N of the total satellite link is 1 by C by N for the actual ideal case plus 1 by C by N with the interfering case. Once we will get that, now if noise will dominate, then C by I will be greater than C by N. But if interference will dominate, then C by I will be greater than C by N. So substitute if you the equation, your C by N net function, if noise will dominate, then it will be C by N0. If interference will dominate, it will be C by I. So that will be the complete link design with this. And these mathematical equations are taken from these three textbooks as well as from web resources. So thank you all. In the next class, we will discuss the atmospheric effect, the ionospheric factors on the satellite link design. Thank you all.